My friends, today we are gathered here not just to hear words, but to feel them, to be moved, and to awaken something powerful within us. Because today I speak to the women who have been doubted, underestimated, and told they are not enough. Today I speak to the warriors, the overcomers, the ones who refuse to bow to the pressures of life. Let me ask you, have you ever stood in the storm and refused to be swept away? Have you ever walked through the fire of life and come out stronger, not because you didn't feel the heat, but because you refused to be consumed by it? If that is you, then you are a strong woman. And today, we will uncover the 7 signs that prove it. Stay with me, because by the time we finish, you will not only recognize your own strength, but you will walk out of here with your head held higher, your spirit ignited, and your purpose clearer than ever before. A strong woman does not waver like a leaf in the wind. She stands firm on truth, on values, and on faith. When the world shouts at her to conform, she holds to what is right, even when it costs her. Life throws mountains in your way, but you do not sit and weep before them. You climb them. You press forward, knowing that strength is built in the struggle, and victory belongs to those who refuse to surrender. Strength is not cold, and it is not ruthless. True strength is having the power to crush, but choosing to lift. It is found in the mother who nurtures, the friend who comforts, and the leader who serves. Fear comes knocking on every door, but a strong woman does not invite it in. She acknowledges it, prays through it, and steps forward anyway. She knows courage is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to be controlled by it. You have been through hardships, but you did not allow them to break you. Instead, you allowed them to shape you. You do not live as a victim of your past, but as a victor over it. A strong woman is not threatened by the success of others. She celebrates it. She lifts her sisters, she encourages, she builds. She knows that the true measure of strength is not just how high she climbs, but how many she brings with her. You do not wait for the world to tell you your value. You already know it. You were created with purpose, with power, with dignity. And no person, no hardship, and no failure can take that away. My friends, if you see these signs in yourself, then you are stronger than you ever imagined. And if you do not yet see them, do not be discouraged. Strength is not born overnight. It is built step by step, decision by decision, battle by battle. So walk out of here today knowing who you are. Walk out of here knowing that no storm can shake you, no trial can defeat you, and no voice can silence the purpose within you. You are a strong woman, and the world needs you to rise. There is something unshakable about a woman who knows what she stands for. She is not easily swayed by the shifting tides of opinion, nor does she compromise her values for the sake of acceptance. She has built her foundation on truth, and no matter how fierce the storm, she refuses to be moved. This kind of strength does not come from mere stubbornness or pride. It comes from a deep understanding of who she is, what she believes, and why those beliefs matter. She does not conform to the expectations of the world because she has already been shaped by something greater: her faith, her convictions, her principles. A strong woman does not make decisions based on what is popular, but on what is right. She understands that standing firm often means standing alone. There will be moments when others criticize her, when people mock her values, when the pressure to compromise feels unbearable. But she does not waver because she knows that integrity is not up for negotiation. She understands that true strength is found not in following the crowd, but in walking the narrow road, even when it is lonely. The world is full of voices that try to dictate what a woman should be, how she should think, and what she should believe. But a strong woman does not look to the world for validation. She does not need approval from those who do not understand her purpose. She is rooted in something far deeper than fleeting opinions. She knows that the truth is not something that changes based on convenience or culture. And so she holds fast. When life presents her with difficult choices, she does not hesitate. She does not let fear dictate her actions. She makes decisions that align with her values, even if they come at a cost. She does not trade her beliefs for temporary comfort or acceptance. She does not water down her convictions to make others more comfortable. Instead, she stands boldly, not in arrogance, but in quiet confidence. She has spent years cultivating wisdom, learning from experience, and seeking truth, so that when the storms come, she does not panic. She remains steadfast. Her strength is not loud or boastful, but it is undeniable. Others may not always agree with her, but they cannot ignore her presence. She carries herself with grace and assurance, not because she has all the answers, but because she knows where she stands. She does not let the fear of criticism silence her. She does not let the weight of opposition break her. She does not allow doubt to make her question what she knows to be true. In a world that constantly shifts, a strong woman remains grounded. She is not arrogant. She knows that truth is not a matter of opinion, and she refuses to let the pressures of life or the voices of others shake her foundation. A strong woman does not run from challenges. She faces them head on. She understands that life is not meant to be easy, and she does not expect it to be. Instead, she embraces the struggles that come her way, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow. She does not crumble under pressure, nor does she allow difficulties to define her. When life pushes against her, she pushes back with resilience, determination, and an unwavering spirit. She is not afraid of hardship, because she has learned that strength is forged in the fire of adversity. When trials come, she does not complain or look for an easy way out. She does not waste time blaming others or questioning why things are difficult. Instead, she takes responsibility for her response. She knows that challenges are not meant to destroy her, but to shape her. She sees every difficulty as a lesson, every setback as a stepping stone, and every failure as a teacher. She refuses to be defeated by circumstances because she understands that victory is not found in avoiding battles, but in facing them with courage. A strong woman does not shrink back when things get tough. She does not allow fear to dictate her actions. She moves forward even when the path is uncertain. She understands that growth comes from discomfort, and she is willing to endure discomfort to reach her goals. She does not allow fear of failure to paralyze her, because she knows that failure is not the end. It is simply a step on the journey. She would rather try and fail than live with the regret of never trying at all. She does not compare her journey to others. She knows that her struggles may be different from those around her, but she does not let that discourage her. She does not envy those who seem to have an easier path, nor does she look down on those who struggle in ways she does not. Instead, she stays focused on her own journey, knowing that her strength is being built through the challenges she faces. Even when she is exhausted, even when she feels like giving up, she finds a way to keep going. She does not rely on temporary motivation. She relies on discipline, faith, and an inner drive that refuses to quit. She reminds herself why she started, and she refuses to let anything stand in her way. She knows that perseverance is what separates the weak from the strong, and she has chosen to be strong. No challenge is too great for a woman who refuses to quit. No mountain is too high for a woman who keeps climbing. No storm is too fierce for a woman who stands firm. She knows that she was not created to live in fear. She was created to rise, to overcome, and to walk in victory. And that is exactly what she does. A truly strong woman is not only powerful, but she is also compassionate. Her strength is not in how loudly she commands attention, but in how deeply she understands the hearts of those around her. She does not see kindness as weakness, nor does she believe that being gentle makes her any less strong. Instead, she knows that real strength is found in the ability to lift others, to encourage, to nurture, and to love, even in the face of difficulty. She does not use her strength to dominate or intimidate others. She does not feel the need to prove herself by tearing others down. Instead, she builds, she supports, she understands that the greatest leaders, the greatest warriors, and the greatest women throughout history were not just powerful, they were compassionate. They used their strength to protect, to guide, and to bring healing to those who were hurting. A strong woman does not turn a blind eye to the struggles of others. She sees the pain in people's eyes. She hears the unspoken cries for help, and she responds, not because she has to, but because it is in her nature to do so. She does not withhold kindness because of pride. She does not believe that showing emotion is a weakness. She knows that the ability to feel deeply, to empathize, and to care is a gift, not a burden. She is not afraid to comfort the broken, to offer a word of encouragement, or to extend a helping hand, even when no one is watching. She does not see the world as a place where only the strongest survive. She sees it as a place where the strongest serve. Her heart is not hardened by life's trials. She has faced struggles. She has known pain. She has endured hardships. But she has not allowed them to make her bitter. Instead, they have made her more understanding, more patient, and more compassionate toward others who are walking through their own battles. She does not judge those who are struggling because she knows what it feels like to fight battles that no one else can see. A strong woman is firm when she needs to be, but she is also soft when it matters most. She knows that her words have power, and she chooses to use them to heal, not to harm. She knows that her actions can change lives, and she chooses to use them for good. She understands that true strength is not in how many people fear her, but in how many people trust her, respect her, and are inspired by her. She is not just a warrior, she is a healer. She is not just a leader, she is a nurturer. She is not just strong in body and mind, she is strong in heart. And that is what makes her truly powerful. A strong woman understands that fear is a natural part of life, but she refuses to let it dictate her choices. She has felt fear before. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But she does not allow it to paralyze her. She knows that fear is not a sign of weakness. It is an opportunity to exercise courage. She stands firm in the face of uncertainty, not because she has all the answers, but because she trusts that she will find a way forward. She does not make decisions based on fear. She does not shrink back from opportunities just because they come with risks. She does not allow doubt to whisper lies in her ear and convince her that she is not capable. Instead, she acknowledges her fears, faces them, and moves forward anyway. She knows that courage is not the absence of fear, it is action in spite of it. The world is full of people who allow fear to keep them trapped in mediocrity. They settle for less than they deserve because they are afraid to step outside of their comfort zones. But a strong woman does not settle. She does not allow the fear of what might go wrong to stop her from pursuing what could go right. She understands that every great achievement, every bold step, and every breakthrough begins with a decision to push past fear. When challenges arise, she does not let fear convince her to quit. She does not allow worst-case scenarios to control her thinking. She refuses to let the opinions of others keep her from chasing her dreams. She knows that people will always have something to say, that there will always be critics, and that playing it safe will never lead to greatness. So she silences the voices of doubt and steps out in faith. Even in moments of deep uncertainty, she chooses bravery. She walks into unknown situations with her head held high, knowing that she has overcome before and will overcome again. She remembers every past victory, every time she thought she would break but didn't, every time she faced a fear and walked away stronger. She draws strength from those moments, using them as proof that she is capable of handling whatever comes her way. A strong woman refuses to let fear dictate her future. She does not live a life of regret, wondering what could have been if she had just been braver. She understands that fear is temporary, but the pain of not trying lasts forever. So she takes risks, she seizes opportunities, and she lives boldly, knowing that fear has no power over a heart that is determined to rise. A strong woman understands that pain is an inevitable part of life, but she refuses to let it break her. She does not see hardship as something to simply endure. She sees it as a teacher. Every wound, every heartbreak, every betrayal, and every disappointment has shaped her, but not in a way that makes her bitter. Instead, it has made her wiser, stronger, and more resilient. She does not dwell on suffering for the sake of suffering. She looks for the lesson hidden within it. She knows that some of life's greatest wisdom comes not from success, but from struggle. She has learned that pain can either destroy or refine, and she chooses the latter. When life knocks her down, she does not stay there. She does not waste time asking, "Why me?" Instead, she asks, "What can I learn from this?" She understands that while she cannot always control what happens to her, she can control how she responds. And she chooses to respond with strength, growth, and an unshakable determination to rise above. She does not pretend that pain does not hurt. She does not suppress her emotions or act as though she is immune to heartbreak. But she does not allow pain to define her either. She acknowledges her wounds, but she does not let them turn into chains. She feels deeply, but she does not allow herself to be trapped in sorrow. She grieves, but she also heals. She may carry scars, but those scars are not signs of weakness. They are reminders of battles she has won. A strong woman does not use pain as an excuse to give up. She does not let past failures keep her from trying again. She does not let past relationships make her afraid of love. She does not let past disappointments make her afraid to hope. She knows that growth comes from hardship, and she refuses to let suffering be wasted. Every difficult season has taught her something about herself, about the world, and about the kind of woman she is becoming. She understands that pain does not last forever, but the lessons it teaches do. She has learned patience in moments of waiting, endurance in seasons of hardship, and faith in times of uncertainty. She has discovered strength she never knew she had because she was forced to dig deeper than she ever had before. And now, because of what she has been through, she walks with wisdom. She makes better decisions. She sees warning signs she once ignored. She trusts herself more. She carries herself with a quiet confidence that only comes from having been tested by fire and coming out stronger. She is not just a survivor, she is a warrior. She does not let pain turn her cold or hardened. Instead, she allows it to make her more compassionate, more understanding, and more determined than ever before. She refuses to be a prisoner of her past. Instead, she turns her pain into power, using every experience, good or bad, to shape the incredible woman she is becoming. A strong woman is not just focused on her own success. She is committed to helping others rise alongside her. She does not see strength as something to be hoarded, but as something to be shared. She understands that true power is not found in standing above others, but in lifting them up. When she sees someone struggling, she does not turn a blind eye. Instead, she extends a helping hand, offering support, encouragement, and wisdom to those who need it. She knows that her success is not diminished by lifting others. In fact, it is magnified. She is secure in who she is, and because of that, she does not compete with other women. She celebrates them. She knows that there is enough room at the top for everyone, and she refuses to engage in jealousy or comparison. Instead, she cheers for her sisters, recognizing that when one woman rises, it paves the way for others to rise as well. She understands that life is not a competition, but a journey. And the greatest victories are those that are shared. She is a source of encouragement to those around her. She speaks life into others, reminding them of their worth and their potential. She does not tear people down with harsh words or criticism. She builds them up with kindness and wisdom. She listens when others need to be heard. She offers advice when it is needed, and she stands by those who feel alone. Her strength is not just in what she achieves for herself, but in the way she helps others believe in themselves. She does not just lift people with her words, she lifts them with her actions. She mentors, she teaches, she invests in the next generation. She is not afraid to share what she has learned, knowing that true leadership is about empowering others, not just holding on to knowledge for herself. She understands that the world needs more strong women, and she is committed to raising them up, whether through her example, her encouragement, or her direct help. She makes a difference in the lives of those around her. She lifts others because she remembers what it was like to struggle. She knows what it feels like to be underestimated, to be doubted, to face obstacles that seem insurmountable. And because she has overcome those things, she is determined to help others overcome them too. She does not let selfishness or pride keep her from making a difference. Instead, she chooses to be a light, a guide, a source of hope and strength for those who need it. A strong woman understands that her legacy is not just in what she accomplishes, but in how she impacts the lives of others. She does not just strive for personal success. She creates a ripple effect of empowerment that extends far beyond herself. She is not just a leader, she is an inspiration. And because of her willingness to lift others up, her strength leaves a lasting mark on the world. A truly strong woman is not defined by how loud she speaks or how many battles she wins, but by the depth of her character, the resilience of her spirit, and the impact she leaves on the world. She stands firm in her beliefs, refusing to be shaken by fear or opposition. She embraces challenges, knowing that every struggle is an opportunity to grow. She leads with compassion, recognizing that true strength is found in kindness and understanding. She refuses to let fear rule her, choosing faith over doubt and courage over hesitation. She learns from pain, turning every hardship into wisdom, and she lifts others up, using her strength not just for herself, but for those around her. This kind of strength is not something that happens overnight. It is built through the trials of life, through every difficult decision, through every moment of perseverance when giving up seemed easier. A strong woman is not perfect. She has moments of doubt, moments of struggle, moments of weakness, but she does not stay down. She rises again and again, refusing to let anything break her. And so, to every woman listening today, I say this: do not be afraid of your strength. Do not apologize for your courage. Do not shrink back to make others comfortable. The world needs more strong women. Women who stand, women who lead, women who inspire. The world needs you. So stand firm, face the challenges, love fiercely, keep growing, keep believing, keep lifting others up, because the mark of a strong woman is not just in what she survives, but in how she thrives, how she inspires, and how she leaves the world better than she found it.